Hey folks, Chris here from LazyFA.com. In this video, we're going to talk about the chart machine. If you're familiar with LazyFA, you know that on the dashboard, there are charts strewn sort of all over the place here. So on the income statement tab, the balance sheet tab, cash flow statement and metrics, you have all these charts, which I went over in a previous video, so I won't go into a lot of detail about these here, but you have these charts which you can plot any line item from any financial statement on the individual charts. So one of the things that I mentioned in that video is that it makes it easy to compare line items side by side. But there's an issue here in that if you're looking at, say, revenue and cost of revenue, for example, there are different scales on the charts. So it's difficult to truly compare them side by side. So to alleviate that issue, I created the chart machine, which does two things. The first thing it does is allow you to compare different line items such as revenue and cost of revenue for the same company side by side with the same scale so you can truly see the relationship between them. The other thing it does is give you the ability to compare the same line item for different companies. So if you want to look at multiple companies and look at their revenue curve all on the same scale to see how each one compares to the other, the chart machine will allow you to do that. So let's take a look at that. To get to the chart machine, just go to the menu, and once you've put in a ticker, we're looking at Walmart right now just because it has some obvious competitors that we can compare it with. Go to the menu, click on chart machine, and you end up with a blank panel. Now, because the chart machine allows you to compare multiple companies on the same chart, the primary one that you are looking at will always be listed in the upper left-hand corner right next to the word chart machine. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick a line item or two to compare on Walmart. So let's look at revenue and cost of revenue. So let's look at a couple of the things that are available on the chart machine for you to switch around. Like the charts on the dashboard and across the rest of the site, you have the ability to look at annual data, quarterly data, or TTM data. So these three controls across the top, that's what they control. So that's trailing 12-month data. This is quarterly, and this is annual. You've also got the ability to swap the x-axis if you prefer to see the most recent data first and look at things backwards. That's available as well. And the chart type button will switch between a bar and a line chart. If you get to the point where the chart has so much stuff on it, it's difficult to read, and you just want to reset it, then the reset chart button will do that for you. That just wipes everything out and starts over fresh. So that's the first thing that the chart machine allows you to do, is comparing multiple line items for the same company. So if you want to look at stuff like revenue, cost of revenue, gross profits, and we'll scroll down here and find net income. It's a little bit difficult to see with a bar chart, but if you switch it to a line chart, now you can really see the breakdown of how Walmart is making its money and what its margins look like and so on and so forth. Like all the charts on LazyFA, this one is also scrollable. So you can scroll to zoom in, you can pan across the bottom here, and also click and drag across the bottom. And then there's also a y-axis scroll bar, which we'll get to in just a moment. If you want to switch the primary company that you're looking at, you do it in this upper right box here. So if we want to look at Apple, we put that into the upper right box, and then all of these line items on the left-hand side here will be for Apple's revenue as opposed to Walmart. So that's what the upper right box is for. The upper left box, on the other hand, if we're looking at revenue and we want to compare, say, Walmart and Target and Costco, all we need to do is just add them in with this compare box. And now we have Walmart, Target, and Costco all on the chart in the order that you added them. And you can scroll to zoom in and pick out which bar is which. You can see that as you add more and more items to the chart and more companies, it does become a little bit difficult to read. So know that you need to zoom in and you kind of have to manipulate the chart a little bit in order to be able to get good information out of it. But you can theoretically add as many companies, as many line items as you want to make whatever comparisons you wish to make. Now, personally, I like looking at stuff like this using a line chart just because it's easier to visualize. If we look at a line chart, it's easier to see that Walmart is clearly making a lot more money than Target and Costco, at least in terms of revenue. Now let's look at their net income and see what that looks like. So net income is quite a bit closer, and now it becomes a little bit difficult to see, right? Because you have this Walmart behemoth across the top. If you drag the scale on the right-hand side down, it allows you to scale the y-axis up and chop off values above a certain point to make the chart easier to read. Or you can just remove those items entirely. Now, so far we've only looked at some basic stuff like revenue, cost of revenue, and net income. But there is a lot of value in this, especially in the metrics section, because you can compare things like book value, current ratio, price to earnings ratio, EBITDA. So all of those metrics that you want to compare relative to your primary company's competition are available for you here. And it makes it really easy to see what the true value of a company is when compared to its competition. Looking at, say, Walmart versus Target versus Costco, the book value per share is quite a bit closer than when we were just looking at revenue or sales or net income or one of the other financial metrics. Looking at the metrics and these calculated ratios can be a lot more insightful. So things like earnings per share, price to earnings ratio, price to sales ratio, return on assets, and so on. So this tool is pretty straightforward. To add extra companies onto the chart, you simply do it with this compare box. To remove them, just click the X and get rid of them. You've got the ability to switch between bar and line chart here. Annual, quarterly, and trailing 12-month data is available as always. The X-axis switch here at the top, and then the reset chart button. So that pretty much covers it for the ChartMachine. There is a lot more functionality on Fin3D, which is effectively the three-dimensional version of the ChartMachine, and I will make a separate video for that. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about the ChartMachine or about any other features on the site, feel free to leave a comment below, and I will see you next time.